Hello and welcome to a show Sunday, of which I chose. Um, as mentioned, I chose Law of Ueki, which I guess as a small recap, I hadn't watched this in maybe about a decade, or maybe a little more than that. And I remember liking it, and I thought that I would watch it again. So, what did you guys think?
The show is whack.
That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, I told these two not to. It's not an artistic masterpiece by any means.
Apparently, it's another Studio Dean work.
Yeah, which again goes to show. So, by no means is it going to be some like thought-provoking masterpiece or anything. But yeah, it's pretty wacky. I think that's a good way to describe it.
It's whacktastic.
I think I said after just like a couple episodes, like, in terms of shows that are, quote unquote, supposed to take place in the real world, where it's not just like a complete, fantasy or complete sci-fi kind of thing. This might be the weirdest. I don't know. It's just complete like off the wall weird shit. Where again, like episode 1, there's some like evil doctor guy who just apparently walks around in the city with a whip. And then he has a giant drill in his car, and it's like, what the fuck? It's so... It's the perfect amount of, like... It feeds into the tropes to the perfect amount of, like... It walks the perfect line of, like, taking itself too seriously, but also not taking itself seriously at all, in a way that in a way that somehow works. It's a really weird mixture, but it somehow comes together to just be highly entertaining.
Yeah,
I think this is the most I've heard Valen laugh at an anime after, like, Inuyasha. And Jujutsu Kaisen. This is kind of like the vibe is very Jujutsu Kaisen, but, like, way more wacky.
Yes.
It's like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
But again, like, at the same time, though, they, like, have these, like, quote-unquote serious moments, but how they're done makes it even funnier. Like, there's this whole thing where, it's like, because the whole premise of this is, there's these, okay, well, first of all of these, like, junior high school students, and, like, almost all of them look like they're 25. It's
like, except Ueki.
Except Ueki and, like, the track kid. But then the thing with the track kid is that, like, the whole thing is if they win this tournament or whatever, then they get literally, like, the power to do, like, anything. And he's like, I have the power for anything. I want the power to run fast. And it's like, bro.
So I can be the best junior high track member.
Like, it's
like, his goals are so short term, but it's so funny.
Because it's played, like, so seriously as if this is, like, a lifelong goal and a dream. It's so inspiring, and it's like, bro. Like, they try to pretend that it's like, oh, because like the guy before, his thing was like, I want to, the phrasing was weird. He was like, I want a power to dominate, and it's like, all right, but like, to take control over people's minds or whatever. It's like, that's obviously a way bigger deal, but they frame it as like, oh, well, but he's like a bad person, so he would do that. And it's like, you could pick a big ass goal that's like not like a bad thing. You could like the power to like learn any skill you want, or just whatever. Like, there's stuff you could pick that's not like an inherently like evil thing to do, but they're just like, no, he wants to run.
Oh, and then the other guy who is like, I want to make a hot spring, and it's like, I can roll with this.
The power to dig.
He has a very simple goal in mind, and I can respect that.
But like, even if he just wanted to get a hot spring, wouldn't he just want the power to like make a hot spring? Like, why use the digging thing? He's gonna have a bunch of extra shit he doesn't want. Oh my god, it's just a bunch of stuff that's like you have to be in the right mood for this. Like, again, but I don't, as if you go into this expecting just like dumb but in a good way, then I think you will find it very entertaining.
Exactly. Yeah, this is definitely like it's not a high masterpiece. But it's not like dumb. Like,
it's a fun romp in the park.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. and stuff, especially compared to like the terrible things we saw in January.
Yeah.
And then Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Like we have the trash, and then we have like the really cool, good thing, and then you have like this thing that's pretty fun. Just pretty fun.
It's not trying to achieve anything.
Yeah, it just wants to be fun, and it wants to exist in its own little like space, and I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Doctor runs around with a whip and broad thing.
No, and then the hip hop guy.
Oh my god!
The hip hop guy. Why are you randomly dancing? Wait a minute. I think one of his talents is to dance.
I think just the dynamic of Ueki being like such an S tier dumbass and Mori being like trying to play everything straight, it actually works out because
they
like,
make a good combo.
them clashing all the time makes it really funny. Because Ueki does not give a fuck about anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's just chilling.
Yeah. Again, it uses all of the shonen tropes to be as silly as possible, either by being silly with it or being serious, which still makes it silly. So yeah, it's.
I think when we were watching the first couple of minutes of episode 1, Malin was like, "This is the most anime thing I've ever seen."
And it was literally like 20 seconds of one fight, but it was like all of the things about like oh, this is like a like new power level or something, and I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, but again, like there'd be weird like the whole. Okay, I do think it's actually. Like, the fact that we watched the first 6 episodes was, like, kind of perfect. I think that was, like, the perfect place to stop for where we stopped. Because there's this sort of, like, oh shit moment at kind of the end of, like, episode 5. And then it goes into this episode 6, and it's, like, this, again, they, like, play it serious, but, like, it still works. And, again, there's this, like, meaningful moment that's, like, serious, but yet still kind of funny because of how they deal with it. Like, there's the whole thing, it's only episode 6, and I'm not gonna spoil it, because why not? But, like, the whole thing where he literally, like, comes back and just grabs the guy, and
I was not expecting that.
No, it doesn't even make any sense, either. It's like, how the fuck, like, okay. But,
I think the fact that this show doesn't take itself seriously and takes itself very seriously makes moments like this work, where it's, like,
exactly.
completely, it should not happen, but it happens, and then you're like, alright, yeah, I buy it.
It's kind of like you don't know what's going to happen because literally anything can happen.
Yeah. Anything can happen in a funny way or in a quote-unquote serious way. It's so, I don't know, like, this is just so weird.
I'm glad you guys also enjoyed this as much.
We watched the sub. I'm kind of curious to just look at the dub, just to see, like, because I can imagine both the dub, like, here's the thing, the dub's probably not good, but like, in the degree that it isn't good,
will it make it funnier?
Exactly. Like, so that's what I'm wondering, because I feel like it could actually be better in the dub, even though the dub probably won't be good. I don't know. But I feel like other things it would be like, honestly, I feel like the hip hop stuff, like, I feel like if that was in English, it would be like worse. But I don't know. There's some things where it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I'm curious at least to see what'll happen.
To watch the hip hop episode.
Oh god. But yeah, that was. I think, like you said. I think you said when you introduced this that, like, you doubt either of us have heard this before, and it's like, nope. Haven't heard of this before, but yeah, I think more people should hear about this just to experience all of it.
We haven't even gotten to some of the other arcs yet either, but yeah, it's weird because I only know one other person who's heard of this, and I don't even remember how I came across this anime either, but I feel like more people should watch it. It's like, it's just really fun.
Really fun, yeah.
It's just fun. And it's like something nice to watch after like a long day or something. It's just, sometimes you just need to turn your brain off.
Yeah.
And have Ueki vibes of just not caring about anything.
Yeah, but it's not like bad or trashy in any way.
Yeah, turn trash into trees.
Yeah, all the powers are very interesting.
They're
too.
completely random. Like it's as if someone like, you know, like again, this came out, well, at least as an anime came out first.
Yeah.
But it feels like someone like looked at My Hero Academia and was like, "Yo, let's make it dumb," but like in a good way.
With some of the powers, I'm like, maybe the author like plugged some words into like a random generator and was like, all right,
Turn blah into blah, yeah.
Wind. Okay, I can do that.
We never found out what that one guy
yeah.
could do with a stone.
He just got fucked up immediately.
What are you gonna do? Oh, I want the talent to steal stuff. Immediate KO. And then we'll never find out what he could do with the stone. And they acknowledge it in the show too. They're like, man, I wonder what he would have done with the stone. So yeah, would you guys like to watch more of this?
Oh yeah, definitely.
At some point, yeah, for sure.
Like this and Jujutsu Kaisen, I want to like watch them both like simultaneously and just be like, they have such a similar vibe, at least with like the wackiness. But then Jujutsu Kaisen has like the actual serious moments, and then Law of Ueki has like the serious moments that are also funny.
Like in episode 6. Yeah, definitely watch it, guys, and yeah, you'll see what Valen means by episode 6.
Oh my god. That took all of us by, even like you, because you like didn't watch this for a while. You were like, I didn't remember that happening.
There are a lot of things that I don't remember happening, but I'm like, oh yeah, this thing.
Yeah, we'll watch more.
We'll watch more at some point.
At some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to say what I replaced.
Oh yeah, we're back to like the normal thing.
After so long.
Yeah. We're still gonna keep that question mark there for a bit more, but we have a plan for that. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, yeah, Tara, so what did you replace Little Mermaid with?
I am going to replace Little Mermaid with a different animated film. It is still an anime, but it's Josei, the Tiger and the Fish, which I remember seeing a commercial for it, and then I kind of forgot about it until we watched an AMV contest, like top winners list, and there was an AMV done for this movie that I was like, that made me very curious about it, and I was like, oh, interesting. There's very little about it other than like about the movie itself. Apparently it's based off of a short story, which was also made into a live action film. And the live action film has like a big summary and everything, but the animated film itself doesn't have a summary, and apparently it's also different from the live action film, so it will be interesting to see.
Okay.
And I guess the interesting tie-in is that we watched Little Mermaid, and this one actually involves the main character wanting to swim in the ocean, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's reverse Little Mermaid.
Reverse Little Mermaid, yes.
Isn't that like one of the Little Mermaid sequels?
Yeah. I had the video cassette tape for that. I only watched it once, and then I never wanted to watch it ever again. Even as like a 7-year-old, I knew that it was terrible.
Cool.
Just like, no, this is trash, actually.
But in any case, let's finally spin the wheel.
Oh, yes.
How long has it been since we spin the wheel?
Spin that wheel.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be announcing it regardless of what it's chosen. So.
True.
Oh, this will be interesting.
And we get Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, yay!
All right. Have either of you watched the movie?
I wanted to watch it.
No, well, I have not seen a single episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or movie or anything. I know the most basic premise. I know some of the memes. that's basically it. I don't know like anything. I don't know any of the story arcs. I don't know like any of the characters besides like two that are well like in the memes.
The one character named Ballad.
That's it. I know there's a character named Ballad who, as far as I know, I think is in like one episode and nobody gives a shit about him. But like,
he was in a filler arc. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. I don't know anything else. So I am the complete noob idiot. Also, I know that apparently that 4Kids dubbing like changed everything, and that was the whole Shadow Realm.
Yeah, we're watching the dub, right?
I guess we're watching.
Yay,
well,
Maxo
I
cheese.
the dub. Yes, I mean, I don't think so. I guess going off of the Little Mermaid sequel, I did not have the VCR tape for Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, but I had the DVD for Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie.
Oh, okay.
So during long car rides and stuff, me and my brother would watch it and stuff like that, and I don't recall us watching the Japanese. So
I just unapologetically love the 4Kids dub for Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Like, I think I tried to rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX at some point because I unironically love Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and I opted to watch the dub because it's great.
I don't think you really need to know, as long as you know the basic premise, like of all the characters and like the fact that there's dual monsters and anything. I don't think you really need anything else going into it.
Card games and the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So I don't think you'll really have much of an issue, and if there is, then yeah, we'll find out, I guess. All I remember is there is something to do with Egypt, and there's a museum.
Okay.
I always wanted to watch this movie, and I never got to, so I'm fulfilling a childhood dream.
Woohoo! I wish I could say I still have the DVD, but I do not, unfortunately.
Sorry.
How disappointing.
It's very disappointing.
Okay. Well, that's in 2 weeks.
Yep. Yay! And then after that, I guess, well,
then after that is May, and there may be something happening then.
Oh, true.
So
yeah, we'll decide.
I actually say that because we haven't actually decided yet. So we're gonna do that maybe like now. I don't know, after I stop recording. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. Yes, go watch Law of Ueki. It's dumb. Go watch it.
Exactly. Please recycle, kids.
Yeah, please recycle. Turn trash into trees.
Yes.
And see you back here in 2 weeks for Yu-Gi-Oh!
More anime!
Yay! Hey. Bye-bye.
Bye.